So this is my projection on the $15 minimum wage debate we've had, and I'm going to use NAFTA to compare the two and project why I think the way I do about the $15 minimum wage. So NAFTA goes into effect in 1993 and was talked about getting out of in 2016. So I'm only going to take two numbers to 2016. So to pay a wage here and here is different because the law is in place. The higher the wages here, the more jobs, the more sense it makes to have jobs here and pay the transport costs to different places. So looking at this is a daily chart of earning wages from 1993 till 2016, the life of NAFTA. The United States daily wage does go up. It goes up actually 124% over the course of that time. The Mexican wage goes up 144% over the course of that time. However, the cost of living in the United States actually increases 166%. Therefore, the increased cost, increased value of the employee still doesn't increase at the rate of the cost of living for the employee in the United States. So, why is this wage important? Well, I look first at a company that I know from where I grew up. In 2006, this company actually moved from Greenville, Michigan to Mexico, costing roughly 2,700 jobs. Relocated in Mexico, and they expect to have 3,000 jobs. Then we look at the major level of Ford and GM moving companies and investing tons of money in Mexico. In 1997, they had 3 plants. Now they have 18 plants. This article by New York Times in 1998 talks about the earning wage of $1 to $2 an hour for an employee in Mexico versus $22 an hour in the United States. GM also has numerous production facilities. So when we look at the wage, it's $7.25 in the United States. It is 124 pesos in Mexico. So that in dollars is 100 or $6.90. So if you raise the minimum wage to $15, you could also expect jobs to shift to Mexico rather than stay in the United States. Okay. Since 1993, we've seen a huge increase in the minimum wage of Mexico. But if you raise the United States minimum wage to 15, that would make a lot of sense for companies to move production in Mexico rather than pay the higher cost in the United States. And then the value of the dollar versus the value of the peso. The peso has grown at a far better rate than the dollar. Okay, all this I think is a bad idea because the rich, Ford and GM, can afford to move jobs to Mexico and gain wealth, whereas the middle class who works these jobs loses jobs and therefore loses wealth.